want you. It is January 15th, 4:29 p.m. I'm outside the Planet Fitness in Prescott, Arizona, my hometown. I want to start this thing called Healing Diaries. This is the first one. My mom passed away on the 11th. I guess I have a hard time knowing what to say, but I just know that through this grief process, I need to open up and not suppress things. Because when my dad passed away 2 years ago, I feel like I'm just now understanding it, and I feel like I did suppress a lot, and it turned into a lot of just unconscious behaviors and thought patterns that were really toxic for me. And I know that through this process I need to just be as transparent as possible with myself and with my loved ones. She passed away from an overdose. It's really crazy because you see all the time in movies people dying from suicide, and you hear about families that are going through the loss of someone from suicide, and you always think I can't imagine what that would be like. And right now, going through it, I think I'm still in the shock phase. I feel kind of numb, and I feel a little bit disconnected from it too, because my mom lived in Pennsylvania with her boyfriend Sean, and Sean is in Pennsylvania in their home together. He has to face these things every day, and of course I talk to my mom all the time, but she's not, I don't live with her. I feel disconnected from it a little bit because everything's happening in Pennsylvania. But I do feel like I'm still in the shock phase. Hey, Mimi Dan Banana.
How are you? And lots and lots of emails and texts and people who care.
We were with Vinny's grandma in Mesa yesterday, and she's super spiritual. I was excited to see her for that, and just to see her perspective, and just yeah, I don't know. But it was nice. She said that mom's definitely at peace, and that made me happy. 'Cause I worry about that. I want mom to be at peace.
Oh,
But
I know she is.
Yeah,
I know she is.
Yeah, I just want her to be happy, and yeah. But I saw a hummingbird today for the first time.
See, we've got those signs.
It had a beautiful red head. Yeah, so then we left pretty late from Mesa, and we got to Vinny's grandma's house around 1:30, and I was really tired, and I think the combination of tiredness and grief just is not the best combo. So when I saw Vinny's grandma, I just hugged her and cried, and then I went to bed. And once I get to bed, I sleep like a rock, and then I wake up and the first thing I think about is mom, and it just feels like the same day over and over again. But
I know
it all.
I know.
I don't know, it's just like a nightmare. I'm sure you understand.
I don't know whether you...
Of course. I love you.
Love you too.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I moved because it was getting sunny, but I don't remember what I was going to say. I think I was going to say that 2020, you know, I was ready to to really work through, do the work, do the dirty work, and face my trauma, and to like dig deep no matter how fucking painful it is, but to dig deep, pull out the root of any limiting belief that I have, any insecurity or fear that I have, and not allow myself to self-sabotage and to hold myself back from being my true self. My family's already been through this shit, and it feels unfair. And I trust God, but it's just like, why again, and why my mom? It just feels so fucked up. We went through this with my dad 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. And we all were helping each other through it, and we were talking and communicating, and my mom, I think, wanted to be strong for Lindsay and I, so she would be open about, you know, her depression and when she would get in these little funks, but then the next day she would be fine, you know. She would get in a funk, and then whenever she was in funks, she wouldn't really want to talk. She would just want to like sleep. And none of us thought that... Hello, sir. None of us thought that she would get in a funk and then be gone the next day. Sean texted us the day before, and he said, he sent a group text to Lindsay and I, and he said, "Hey guys, just FYI, your mom's fine, but she's in a funk. Don't know if she'll answer, but her phone is dead and she isn't charging it. Just in case y'all are worried, I'll try and get her to call or text you. I'm always here if you guys have questions. Again, everything is okay. She is just in one of her moods. Love y'all." I said, "Thank you. I was wondering why my text didn't go through." That was Saturday at 3:30. Sean said, "Love you, she'll be fine. I'm hoping I can talk her into going to the lake tomorrow." So she would get into these funks all the time, and none of us ever thought that she was suicidal or that her depression was this deep. She really hid it from us. She left a 6-page letter. My grandma hasn't read it, and that's very personal, so I don't want to talk about it. But Lindsay and I read it, and it just feels unreal. And growing up, whenever people would commit suicide, it just was the saddest fucking thing. And now that's my story, and my mom committed suicide, and it just feels unfair. But I'm doing this with all these people around. When my dad died, I felt like it added to my purpose. because I almost felt like I have a duty to share his story and to help others work through grief and overcome addiction. Ultimately, alcohol killed my dad. His death was unexpected too. He was missing for 10 days and then he was found. And it's just so weird. My mom's death was unexpected too. And I just never would have thought in a million years that I would go through this shit. But now I have an even bigger purpose, and it might sound weird to say that I'm grateful, but like I know that God wouldn't put me through something that he didn't think that I was strong enough to go through. I know that your path, like, life is fucked up. You go through shit and it doesn't make sense and it hurts. But I want to fight. I want to be my best self and I want to live out my purpose. I know it's so huge. I know that I can help so many people. I want to educate myself on, as much as I can, on depression and addiction, and not necessarily teach in the traditional sense, but I've always wanted to teach dance healing classes because dance has been an anchor for me and has helped so much during my dad's death. Really like carried me through, and I know it'll be the same for my mom's death, and I want to teach what I know. I just want to be transparent about my experiences, and I want to be of service. I want to help people. I want to help people face their trauma and learn how to dig deep in a healthy way and not suppress their feelings and not numb themselves with medication or with drugs or with alcohol or with behaviors that don't serve their highest good. I want to teach people how to heal naturally. As fucked up as it sounds, like I was put through these things too, it's just my path. It's just my path. And I'm trusting it no matter how hard it is. And I'm scared to go through this process again because I already know. I've already been through it once. I already know what the grief process is like, and it's a long journey, and I'm not ready to go through it again.
You ready to hit the gym yet?
No, I'm making a video.
Oh, okay, that's good. We're on our way to the Coleman gym, but you got a class at 6, no?
So 6 is the company class. The contemporary is at 7, so I'm just gonna go to the 7 and 8.
Okay, because my grandma's starting dinner and all that.
Yeah, I'll go at 7. But I'm about to go into the gym. I'm just making this video.
Okay, do that. Just, yeah, keep in touch.
Okay, I love you.
Later.
Bye. Before, I had no idea what the grief process is like, and I think the grief process is never ending and never stops. So I know how hard it is, and now I have to face double the grief, and I don't want you guys to feel bad for me. I don't want you guys to pity me. This is my path, just like how you guys are facing your own problems. The things that we're going through is because we were meant to go through these things. Our soul was put through all of these fucked up things in this human life, all these tests and trials, because we were meant to evolve and transcend. And I'm trusting that, but it's hard. My mom knows this bell, this hair. She knows this bell here. And I'm so afraid for time to keep going by, and me to, all of us to keep living our lives, and my mom to not support me and be there along for the ride. All of us were so close to my mom, and she had a lot of people that loved her, and it's gonna be hard to go on without her. My mom was my #1 supporter. She loves my YouTube videos, and she loves it. Any dance that I did, I would send her all my dance videos, and she loved every single one. She loved watching me dance. And I'm just gonna miss that support, and I know that her soul is around, and she's everywhere now. I know that she loves us so much, and she wants to live through us and watch from above, and if that's what she wanted, then I just have to honor that wish and know that she's at peace and know that she's happier this way. It's just a lot, and it's gonna be a long process, but I want to share this journey because I feel like that's the right thing to do. So that being said, I got a good cry out. Felt good. It feels good to cry. Feels good to be around loved ones and be vulnerable and just, yeah. I'm in Arizona. Vinny drove from LA to be here with me. I got my grandparents who really love me. I have my sister. I'm so grateful for my sister. I don't know what I would do without her. We've been we've been through the same shit, and it's really, I'm just really grateful to have her. I'm gonna go to the gym and work out. That's all. I just left the gym. I'm going to, in my life, teach at healing retreats and workshops, even hold my own. I want to manifest that, so I'm going to start manifesting that. Okay.